I hated beans so much until I learned this proper way to cook it. So guys, if you're one of those people that don't like eating beans, or you're one of those people that complain of having heartburn or bloating after eating it, just be ready to make beans your favorite meal by the time you're done watching and trying out this recipe. So guys, welcome back to Kelsey Kitchen. Let us get started. So we'll be starting off with measuring and picking out our beans. And for this recipe, I'll be making use of honey beans. You can actually use any beans of your choice. I had already picked these beans behind the scenes, so make sure you picked out every dirt, every stone. In fact, just pick out anything that is not looking like beans and make sure they are very clean. So once that is done, I'm going to proceed to measuring out the beans. I'm using 250 ml, that is equivalent to 1 cup. If you don't have this kind of cup, you can use any measuring cup that you have available. This is just to get the proper measurement for people that would want to use my exam measurement to make these beans. And today's cooking involves cooking for the whole family, so I'll be making in large quantity. So I'll be measuring out 7.5 cups of these honey beans. I hope you understand the essence of measurement, meaning that if you want to cook something less than this quantity, you'll be able to know how to pair your ingredients. So we are done measuring, and the next step is to put our water to boil. Once the water boils, add the whole beans and allow it to cook for a few minutes before you bring it down. This stage is called the parboiling stage. Parboiling actually helps to remove a lot of the gas producing compounds that triggers bloating and reflux in your system. This particular stage is very compulsory, so please make sure you parboil your beans for some time before you bring it down. So I'm going to cover this and allow it to boil for a period of 5 minutes. Then I will bring it down and give it a thorough wash. This is 5 minutes later. I'm going to bring this down and wash it properly. So while we wash the beans, I'll be telling you guys some backstories, because cooking beans usually bring back a lot of childhood memories. So I remember those days growing up that my parents would literally force us to eat beans because, according to them, beans is very nutritional. I would always cry anytime I noticed I would be having beans. But growing up in an African home, do you even have a choice to what you eat? So I won't have an option than to angrily eat it. So when I now left my family house for uni, I was so grateful because at least I know I could go months without it. And if you ask me why I didn't like beans, I wouldn't even know. So one fateful day, I visited a cousin of mine and they served me this sumptuous looking meal. And it was a beans porridge. Gosh, in my head I was just like, let me just eat it so it will not look somehow. By the time I gulped few spoons, I became very curious, like, how was this prepared? Because it tasted so good and different from what my taste bud was already used to. And from that day forward, I started liking beans. And I've been using that same recipe, which is what I'm sharing with you guys. So if I cook beans for you, you must love it. I know I'm not the only one on this table, but let's just go back to our cooking. So while our beans is on fire, I'm gonna slice 6 big balls of onions. Make sure you choose this part of onion. For me, I love it so much. See, adding a lot of onions to your beans just changes the game for you. And immediately your beans start boiling, that is when to add your onion. While we continue, I would love to give a special shout out to every single person that has been watching and engaging in almost all my videos. I see you guys. I don't want to start mentioning names or where you're watching from, but just know that I love you guys so much for subscribing and helping my channel to grow. So I added my chopped onions, my seasoning cubes, and 2 sachets of Benny. And when I'm done adding, I'm going to cover and allow these beans to cook very well until it is soft. And also, if you're stumbling on my channel for the first time, I want to say thank you so much for clicking on this particular video. I'm very hopeful that you're going to enjoy every bit of this recipe, recreate this recipe in your home, then come back to tell me how it went down. And do not forget to click on that subscribe button in front of you if you haven't subscribed to this particular channel. It is absolutely free. Just click on the subscribe button so that you can see more amazing content coming from me. Also, do let us know on the comment section where you're watching us from so that I can give you a very loving and a warm shout out. So let's get back to our cooking. My beans has been boiling for a long time, and at this stage I think it is properly done. So I had to check, and this is done. Can you see that we are still having some water? But please, the water above should not be too much because beans has every tendency of getting burnt. So make sure that it's just a little water that will help to cook the beans till it's done. Or if you're using yam potatoes or plantains, that water is going to help to cook it until it is soft. So I just added 4 cooking spoons of red oil to my beans. I'm going to cover this and allow it to boil very well before I add the rest of the ingredients. The reason for doing this is to allow the taste of the palm oil to evaporate before I proceed with the rest of my ingredients. So a few minutes later, it's been boiling, and this is time for me to add my crayfish, my pepper, salt if possible. I didn't add salt to this because the seasoning cubes and the other spice I used was already okay, so I added enough crayfish. Please, when it comes to beans, do not economize your crayfish. Add enough crayfish to the beans. And this is the red scotch bonnet pepper that I already grinded and put in my freezer, so I'm going to be adding enough. That'll be okay for this. If you don't have red scotch bonnet pepper, you can make use of yellow pepper or normal dried pepper, but I love red scotch bonnet because of the flavor it adds to my beans. So while I do that, this is the time for me to introduce my toppings, as I would call it. So for today, I'll be making use of white yam. I had already peeled and cut it into these sizes. I had already washed it properly too, so please wash your yam very well. If you don't have yam, you can make use of potatoes, you can make use of ripe plantain. Once you add your toppings, you need to cover and allow it to cook until it is done. As you can see, I transferred mine to a bigger pot because the other pot was very small for me. So this beans is already soft, is already done, and this is the time for me to turn off my gas. I know you might say, oh Kelsey, there's still water in these beans. Just calm down, because by the time these beans get cold, you're going to see another magic. And this is it. Can you see how it's already looking? And this is why I love my beans, very soft and creamy. If you cook it and the whole water is dried up, by the time it gets cold, you're not going to like the consistency because it's going to look very hard. And trust me when I say that beans should be very soft, almost creamy, because hard or half cooked beans are very hard to digest and can worsen your heartburn. Can you take a look at how this beans is looking, guys? There is no how you cook these beans like this using my great method and recipe that you not love it. In fact, every single person that will taste these beans will have 1 or 2 positive things to say about this. And don't forget that you can also enjoy these beans with some pap, custard, or even a soaked garri. See, making beans is not complicated, but knowing the right recipe is where the work is. And 3 things I would want you to grasp from today's recipe is making sure you parboil your beans very well. Aside the heartburn issue, it also helps to remove the chemicals they use in preserving beans. Secondly, make sure you add enough onion into your beans. And thirdly, make sure your beans comes out very creamy and soft. Stop eating half-cooked beans. I hope you enjoyed this great recipe. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, just click on that subscribe button in front of you. It is absolutely free. Thank you guys so much. See you on my next video.